Welcome back to the PACT Life Podcast, Season 2. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, here today with the original gang for Season 2. This is technically episode 109. We're back. We have Lil B with us today.
Yes, sir. We back, baby.
We got my brother Cut Carter here today.
Cutthroat back with the energy. Let's go.
And we got, last but not least, JB.
Yes, sir, Ski. Good to be back, man.
How you guys doing, man? We didn't do this since September.
Good, man.
I've been trying to wonder where you been.
Been busy.
Ain't even in my head. That boy say he been busy. What you been busy doing? Tell us more about what you've been busy doing.
All right, I've been in the trenches in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes, sir.
Last semester covering local TV news innovation across America. So that took a lot. Then the classes had a boot camp class from 8 to 10:50 from Monday through Thursday. Then I had to work on different things, learn how to shoot with video cameras, photos, packages, things like that. So it was a lot. It was very time consuming. So I had to put the podcast on the back burner, but hearing some of my peers tell me they need the podcast back, they miss seeing it on social media, I was like, I'm gonna shake back. And so we shaking back. That's why season 2 is here, baby. Live and direct.
Yes, sir.
Live in the flesh.
How you doing, Cut Carter?
I'm great. Chilling.
I see you and JB matching.
Chilling. Living that.
No, the great minds think alike, man.
Living that PACT Life.
If you guys know, we have new hoodies. Talk about the hoodies, JB.
So, man, we have these wonderful, comfortable hoodies made from premier material, man. You know, we got all colors. We got black and white. We got black and orange. We got blue and white. We got red and yellow.
What?
You know, and we might even customize some if you know what I'm saying, if that's what you're looking for.
Money long.
And you know,
Pay the price.
it's long for the right price. We might get you right. So understand this. Come shop with us, man, because we got a lot coming up in the summertime. I mean, spring and summertime, and then we're gonna double back. So come shop with us at patbrand.net, please.
Yes, sir.
We enjoy seeing y'all in our merchandise. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Limited editions.
Hey.
Sure.
But if you watch this episode, I guess I'll let you know the secret. We're doing a limited restock on black and white and blue and white. So back by popular demand.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I got too many requests. I'm like, that's too much money I'm turning down.
Yup.
Facts.
Give the people what they want.
We haven't. Last time was September, so we missed the entire NFL season. Most of the NBA season. We missed a lot. I'm not going to recap it. You guys know what happened. Rams won the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow made it to the Super Bowl. NBA is in the thick of things. Another COVID year. The pandemic is slowly going away, as some reports say, but it's still here at the same time. So we're just going to do it in the now. And we're going to start with the NBA. And we're going to give our NBA seeding predictions ahead of the NBA postseason that's coming in the coming weeks. Currently in the Eastern Conference, as of March 27th, Philadelphia 76ers are the 1 seed, tied with the Miami Heat. The Heat are the 2 seed. Boston on the 5-game win streak is the 3rd seed. Milwaukee 4th, Chicago 5th, Toronto 6th, and in the 4 playing spots, number 7 currently is the Cavaliers, 8 Brooklyn Nets, 9 Charlotte Hornets, 10 Atlanta Hawks. And Knicks and Wizards are not technically eliminated, but I doubt they make it. So guys, let's start with JB. Eastern Conference standings. Give me your predictions. Who will be the top 6 seeds? And who will get the coveted 7-8 seed in the play-in tournament?
Hey, man, I'm glad you came to me. You know I'm going to give you the correct answers. So, look, this is how I got it shaken out. I believe that the Milwaukee Bucks will close out as the number 1 seed. I feel like they'll get hot towards the end of the season here. And we'll see Milwaukee climb those standings. Coming in at second is pretty much the hottest team since the All-Star break, the Boston Celtics. What we've seen from these guys, they really turned it up defensively, and we now know whose team it is. With Jason Tatum taking over and really shining as a superstar that we all knew he was back some time ago. Coming in at the third seed, I'm going to have to give that to the Philadelphia 76ers. I feel like, if James Harden can stay on the court and stop Lionel by his hamstrings hurting, they'll be in a good spot. Number 4, I got my Miami Heat. As of late, we have been playing like absolute dog water. Like, I don't know. I don't know if we losing. I don't know if we losing on purpose or whatever the case may be, but it looked bad right now. But we have the best coach in the league and their exposure, and I know he'll have us ready for the playoffs. And I wouldn't be surprised if we losing on purpose and we just trying to get the Bulls. So with that being said, I'm going into my 5th one. The Chicago Bulls, who have not been playing that great, but I feel like the play of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine to keep them afloat. And, those guys will really, get Lonzo back in the fold and get him acclimated. And they'll be something to reckon with. But, that's a first-round exit if they play my Miami Heat. Coming in at number 6, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think they'll jump back up in the standings above the Toronto Raptors. And, we'll see Toronto have to play Brooklyn in that play-in spot. So going into the play-in, if I have to choose between Toronto and the Brooklyn Nets, I'm going to have to go with the Brooklyn Nets. And I think they will catapult into that 7th seed.
Even without Kyrie playing in Toronto?
Even without Kyrie playing in Toronto, I think that they.
You said what there?
I don't think they're gonna have to play in Toronto.
You think it's the 7th seed?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna play Toronto.
Hey, we're gonna see, man. But
go ahead. I ain't gonna interrupt. My bad.
Oh no, you good. And then I have the Charlotte Hornets beating the Atlanta Hawks and that 9 and 10 seed rival. And then I have the Charlotte Hornets coming in at number 8 and beating the Toronto Raptors to get that final 8 spot. I really think what Charlotte has been doing as of late is good. They 7-3 in their last 10. Ever since they got IT, man, they've been a different team. And I think LaMelo Ball is like one of the best point guards in the East right now. And, that team is playing with a lot of confidence at the right time. So, sorry, all the Hawks fans out there and all the Trae Young believers, but I think they'll miss the playoffs. And that's my predictions as of right now.
All right. Cutter B, who want to go?
Brandon got it.
All right. The 1 seed, I feel like Boston gonna end up getting that 1 seed, to be honest. Boston been playing well together. Defensively, they've been moving the ball. It's not about JB and JT no more on like isolation. They moving the ball well. They getting everybody involved. Grant Williams coming off the bench, he a shooter. They got weapons that they didn't even know. Like, they just had to move the ball around to get people involved just to see what they can do up to their potential. So I feel like the coach they got them boys right. And coming in second, I got Milwaukee. Giannis and them, of course they're going to turn up. They about to get in the groove so they can get on that run. Third, we're going to go with Miami. I'll take Miami at 3rd. They're a well-solid team, defensively. I like Bam. Of course, Jimmy, Kyle Lowry. He going to get his in. 4th, we got James Harden and Embiid. With them, I got them 4th because I just feel like they don't got enough bench power. So it's always going to be about Embiid and Harden. They got to always be involved. They got to get their points. They got to be the main 2 to score to get people involved. So if they not working, I feel like that team just not going to work because they don't got enough bench. And really not that many of the key players because Tobias, he on and off. So you'll never know what you get from him on a nightly basis. Fifth. Yeah, we're gonna go with Chicago. They're gonna stay at fifth. They gotta get everybody on the court. Without Lonzo, he gotta get up to speed. So it's you really don't know what you're gonna get from him right now. He been out for a while. But I'm loving Caruso in Chicago. And DeRozan, of course, gonna get his, and Levine. They play well together, but Lonzo got to get back on the court. And six, yeah, we're gonna take Cleveland. Cleveland, I love their young squad. They're tall, they big. Love Garland. He's a nasty point guard. He's solid. Mobley, great rookie. I feel like he'll show out in the playoffs. He gonna show a lot of people his potential. Well, Jared Allen got to get him back on the court too, because he's a solid center. 8.
Are you on 7? 7.
Are we on 7? We on
Yeah.
7? All right, so yeah, we're gonna go with Brooklyn. With Kyrie back on the court with his mandate lifted, Brooklyn is about to get on the run. They have the team. If they can get everything clicking, hopefully Ben can get back in the situation. If they get Ben back on the court, everything gonna be all solid and well. But right now with KD and Kyrie, Kyrie balling, KD balling, they could both score 50 if they both wanted to. And they're gonna attack no matter what. Nobody can guard them at all. Nobody. And then you got Seth coming off the starting or coming off the bench. Got Goran, Drummond playing good with them. And they just gonna go on the run. I know they're gonna go deep. Right now, I know with the record looking like coming in the playoffs, that stuff ain't gonna matter. My fault. 9, Hornets.
8.
Oh, 8. My bad. 8. Toronto. Toronto. I feel like gonna be first round exit, but they play solid basketball.
So wait, let me stop you there. You don't think the Hawks are making it?
I want them to, but it's like right now, it's like they're trying to move at a pace. Like they know they have every game is like must win. And it's like when they lose, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
you know that feeling.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know that. You know what you feeling, bro. Just go ahead and put it on wax. They not gonna make the playoffs.
Like that's what I'm saying. I want them to though.
Georgia boy.
Yeah.
All right.
I want the Gators to win every year, but we don't.
Before we give it a cut, just a little quick aside. You don't have to go in depth about it. Who's the rookie of the year?
Rookie of the year.
Honestly,
Gotta go with Cade.
I wanted to be Mobley, but he got hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stick with my original prediction from when we did this last time. And Jalen Green, last couple games, he didn't found it. So I ain't gonna switch up on.
See, the thing is, nobody be watching Detroit, but Cade really going off. He been averaging like 27 and 7 right now. And so it's like Cade is going to win that.
What about you,
He
JB?
been balling in Detroit.
I'm going with Jalen Green. All respect, due respect to what Cade doing. Cade has been balling. And I watch the Detroit Pistons every now and then. I got a fantasy basketball stock in that. But yeah, man, what I seen from Jalen Green, man, he really turning it around and getting more consistent towards the end of the season. You want to see that from rookie players, but he's been the one to stand out the most. Obviously, Evan Mobley got hurt, and I feel like he was the front runner at first. But yeah, Jalen Green been pretty much progressing all season, so that's my pick.
No love for Scotty Barnes from Toronto.
Scotty hard though.
I don't think, but I'm saying, if I'm including you in this argument, I feel like you should be the best player on your team.
Nah, because last year you thought Ant should have won it, but he wasn't the best player on his team.
He was the best player.
That's debatable.
He
wasn't better than Cat.
Cat didn't even play like that. He was the best player on the team last year.
Cat wasn't like that last year as he is this year.
And D'Lo didn't play a lot last year either.
But
D'Lo was. He was hurt a lot last year.
That's what I said. It was literally just him. That's why he was, because he toned it down a little bit this year. At the beginning, he started off the same way, but then Cat came on strong, so he kind of.
I don't know. Scotty Barnes fourth in scoring in rookies and third in rebounds, and they're currently the 6 seed. I know I hear what you're saying, not the best player, but he been balling.
Scotty been balling though.
All right, Cut. Your Eastern Conference predictions for the playoffs, NBA. Talk to us.
All right. You said Eastern, right?
Yep.
Eastern. Number 1, I am going with It makes sense to go from top to bottom, I guess. I was about to go from 10 up, but
Top to bottom.
all right. Number 1, I'm gonna have to go with. I still think Miami gets the number 1 seed when it all plays out. Philly being there right now means nothing to me, and I think Miami defense will be what elevates them. However, the Celtics are a dark horse, which is why I have them at number 2. I really didn't see it turning around.
I didn't either though.
I didn't see it turning around. I really thought it was gonna be ISO ball the rest of the season, and I didn't have faith in their young coach. Well, new coach, not young, but him coming in first year. But they changed the way they played, which is now everybody eating. So, and they playing defense, which is what they always did. But it's like now they got the offense to match the defense.
Marcus Smart
I think
called him out.
I think they're number 1 at both.
Now I think they're top 3 on offense, but number 1 in defense.
But it was a grid I seen. I thought I figured.
Oh, okay. Marcus Smart did call him out with like, I think less than 10 games in the season, talking about should it be Tatum and Brown ISO, they should get everybody involved. And since the All-Star break, well, not even All-Star break, since Christmas, since the New Year, they've been playing as being one of the best teams in the NBA.
I don't know who thought it was a good idea to ISO ball. ISO ball don't work unless you got like Kyrie and LeBron. Everybody don't ISO. I mean, even they have shooters around them and stuff that benefit them and they get other players involved. I can't find that picture right now. I'm not gonna hold it up. Third I have the Bucks. I did 2, right? Yeah. So I got it. Miami, Boston, the Bucks at 3. I think they genuinely don't care what seed they get. That's how the Bucks play. They don't care. Sometimes Giannis sits out. Sometimes the others sit out. Drew been hurt a lot this season, and I think their ultimate goal is to just make the playoffs, and then they'll just handle it when they get there, no matter who they play. Which is why at 5th, I got them playing the 76ers, who they knock out. And then 6 seed, this is going to be different from everybody's, but I see the vision. I have Brooklyn getting the 6 seed. I think Cleveland is on a bad losing streak without. I got Cleveland on a bad losing streak without Allen. I got the Raptors. They have a couple games, like the Raptors and the Cavs both end up playing the Magic like twice or something like that within the next couple of games. So they'll win those games, no problem. But I think Toronto falls to that 7th seed.
Nets are currently 3 games back from the 6th seed.
Right.
I'm just letting the viewers know.
Yeah, I think I don't really see them losing too much more.
You don't think the Hawks gonna beat them?
No. I'm not even going to that game, but the Hawks not gonna beat them. And then I said 7. Oh, 7, I have the Raptors getting the 7th seed. I have the Cavs falling to 8. I have Charlotte getting 10, and I have the Hawks getting 9. The Hawks have to get 9 to win to make it to the playoffs. So I need the Hawks.
So give me your playing prediction. Who gets the 7 8?
Playing prediction: if whoever gets the home game for 9 and 10 wins. Like if the Hawks get the 9 seed, they gonna win. But if the Hornets get the 9 seed, they gonna win. Hawks can't win on the road. Hornets don't play defense. So again, the Hawks will torch. And then at 7 and 8, I have Cleveland versus Toronto. I have Toronto winning. I have faith in Cleveland, but they've just been off ever since.
Jared Allen's been hurt.
Right. Ever since he got hurt. That's what I'm saying. And I think Toronto has experience, which they do. Siakam, Anunoby, and Van Vliet all been to the finals. So they could win a playoff. In a one and done game, they'll show out. And Scotty Barnes, that'll be good experience for him anyway. Have them winning at 7, so they'll be the 7th seed to play my predicted 2nd seed, the Celtics. And then 8, and then the loser of that, which is the Cavs, will play the winner of Hawks Hornets. And I honestly, Hawks could beat them. Hornets can't. Hornets can't beat the Cavs, but the Hawks can.
You're dancing. Give me your prediction.
No, I just said it.
Hawks.
Who I had the Hawks winning, so Hawks.
Okay.
Hawks.
And you had, who was your 4th and 5th again? It was
4 and 5 is Milwaukee at 4, and there's Philly at 5.
so you got the Bucks
Wait.
moving up.
I got
Bulls
the Bucks
moving
moving up. Yeah,
I meant the Bulls.
Bulls. No, I'm tripping. I think I skipped it. I got the Bulls at 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
Bulls stay at 5.
Sixers.
I said it wrong. Sixers go to 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bet. So okay, and for me, I ain't gonna water you guys down. I want to see drama in the Eastern Conference standings. So I want Brooklyn to get the 7th seed. Let me go in order. 1, I'm gonna say Boston. Boston is the 1 seed. 2, Sixers. 3, Heat. 4, Bucks. 5, Bulls. 6, Raptors. 7, Nets. 8, Cavaliers. I want to see the Sixers play the Nets in the first round. I want to see that matchup. I want to see Embiid and KD versus KD, Harden versus Kyrie in a 7-game series. It's going to be matching, especially if Ben Simmons plays. It's going to be one of the best playoff series we've seen in a long time.
Kyrie going to lock Harden up.
Regular
He won't
game.
play. You ain't got to worry about him playing. Trust me. He's allergic to compete.
Sure.
Who you
All right.
What you say, JB? Out of curiosity, how many games do you think that series goes? Nets and 76ers if it happens.
6.
6?
The Sixers
Who wins?
won. Sixers.
Oh, the
Oh,
Sixers.
You tripping.
Sixers.
Yes.
So KD and Kyrie is not enough to beat Embiid and James Harden?
No.
Bro,
It's gonna be a coaching masterclass. Doc Rivers is gonna get in his bag on Steve Nash.
Bro, Doc don't never get in his bag.
Steve Nash is the weakest link in the equation, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, he is though, but
He is the weakest link. I'm glad we acknowledging that now.
His
All right.
rotations is terrible.
All right. Western Conference predictions. JB, you ready?
Man.
Before you go, let me just announce this real quick. The Suns have the best record in the NBA. They clinched it with a 60-14 season. Currently the 1 seed. 2 seed, Memphis Grizzlies, they clinched as well. Golden State Warriors 3, Utah Jazz 4, Mavericks 5, Nuggets 6, and the play-in games. Currently the 7th seed is the Timberwolves, 8 Clippers, 9 Lakers, 10 Pelicans. San Antonio is a game behind the Pelicans, while Portland and Sacramento have a fighting chance. JB, give me your NBA Western Conference predictions.
So, man, sitting at the top, man, you know, we got a guy. This team is led by a guy who should be in the MVP conversation, along with his running mate as well. The Phoenix Suns, led by Devin Booker. Phenomenal team. What Monty been doing over there has been great. I think them guys really got a shot to win it all this year, for real. So they my number 1 seed. Number 2, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the Memphis Grizzlies. A team I really think this is the second best team in the league. They've been playing great without Ja. 8-2 in their last 10, and I think they 18-2 without Ja or something like that in this entire season. So man, they're a really complete team. And when they got Ja, they just on a whole different level. So I see them holding 2. Number 3, I think the Golden State Warriors are going to stand pat. Those 3 right there really got a real shot of winning the chip. And when Steph come back, the boys going to be a problem. Number 4, go ahead and get that to the Denver Nuggets. I think they'll jump the Utah Jazz and the Dallas Mavericks. They're led by one of the best players in the league, in Jokic. Number 5, I'm going to go ahead and give that to the Dallas Mavericks, led by Luka Doncic in the crew. Jay Kidd came in there and helped these boys really get their defense together. So I'm just happy to see Luka around people who can actually play defense. And number 6, I got the Utah Jazz. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know how I feel about Rudy. Rudy I do not understand the Jazz. Like, they need to really trade this. They got to blow it up or something. The lackluster play that they have on certain nights is just ridiculous. How they got beat down by the Boston Celtics this past week is just ridiculous. And it just shows you they're not really a serious team. And I think they'll be a first-round exit at that 6 seed mark. With that being said, Donovan Mitchell, though, bro, leave. Do whatever you got to do to get up out of there, because I don't know. Coming in, we're going into the play-in right now. So at that 7 and 8, the Minnesota Timberwolves will beat the Los Angeles Clippers, even with PG back. I don't think PG is enough to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, led by Cat and Anthony Edwards and the crew. Them guys, man, they really got a chance to make some noise, and I think they could potentially upset Memphis if they really clicking on all cylinders at the right time. But I don't think it's likely to happen, but I think they got a chance. With that being said, between the Lakers and the New Orleans Pelicans,
who played tonight, by the way?
I'm here to tell you, bro. You say what?
They played tonight, by the way, in New Orleans.
Before you give your prediction, you don't think the Spurs catch the Pelicans?
They're game back.
I do not.
Okay.
I don't. I do not. I don't think so. So, hey, that's all right. They ain't gonna catch you. They terrible. But at 9 and 10, Lakers at 9, we got the New Orleans Pelicans at 10. I'm here to tell you right now, I think the Los Angeles Lakers missed the playoffs, even with Anthony Davis back. Like Bruce said, I love drama. What kind of shirt AD had on? That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Love to see the New Orleans Pelicans put that thou wow on the Los Angeles Lakers. Say, that's all, folks. Bye-bye, go home. Just really give it to him. You know what I'm saying? You got a guy. Don't even get me started on the Lakers. They scapegoat to my boy. LeBron playing at an all-time great level. I don't really got no problem with him, except for the fact that he put that trash together. And then you got AD, a.k.a. Street Clothes, a.k.a. Mr. Glass. Bro, you've been non-existent all year. So I got the Lakers missing the playoffs, and I got the New Orleans Pelicans losing to the Los Angeles Clippers after they beat the Los Angeles Lakers at home in front of their crowd, in front of Jack Nicholls and everybody else. So those are my predictions.
Got you.
I give you the floor back.
Yes, sir. JB has the Timberwolves and Clippers. Timberwolves the 7 seed, Clippers 8 seed, Clippers versus Suns, and Timberwolves versus Grizzlies for the play. That's 1-8 and 2-7. All right, Base God, are you ready to give your Western Conference predictions?
Yes, sir.
All right, talk to us then, B.
First seed, Phoenix. They ran with that one. They still play well together. CP, D-Book, still getting their buckets. D-Book gonna get his. Mikal Bridges, love his defense, what he could bring to the table.
I think he gonna be first team all defense. I mean,
he played hard and he long. Like, his defense is A1. And Jay Crowder, he gonna bring his little energy in the mix. Ayton, he gonna get his. JaVale coming off the bench, Campaign is a solid backup point guard. CP got him right. Like, he gonna get some money whenever he hits free agency, I guess. And it's just an all well-rounded team. They could go deep, but I don't expect them to make it to the finals. Of course, not beat the Warriors. Grizzlies second. They tough young team. They good without Ja, with them or without him. Yeah, them boys play hard with Jaren Jackson, Dylan Brooks, John Morant. And they got some solid young talent on that team. But they're coming in 3, Golden State. We're not worried right now what's going on with Steph. We're going to be back coming playoff time. Wiseman, that hurt me so much. He had a setback. But the emergence of Jordan Poole, he's the future of this franchise. And he's going to end up showing out in the playoffs. Clay going to get back to him. Clay just had 9 threes the other night. He going to get back to Clay Thompson, Draymond got to get back right from that injury on the back. Loney is solid big, but we really need some big man down there. Steve Kerr got to get some rotations going. He kind of messing up a little bit.
All right, we just not a Warriors podcast. Let's keep it moving.
And then 4, Jazz. Really, that's the only thing with me on the standings between the Mavericks and the Jazz. Mavericks could jump the Jazz, so I'm gonna take the Mavericks at 4, Jazz at 5, keep it with Denver at 6, 7 Timberwolves, 8 Clippers, 9 Lakers, 10 Pelicans. That sounds solid to me.
So you don't think you got the Timberwolves 7, Clippers 8 for the playing games? Yeah. Nothing changing?
Nothing changing. Pat Bev got them boys right, man.
All right.
My turn.
All right. Carter, take it away. Talk to us.
All right. West California. Phoenix number 1. They stay number 1. Well, they clinched the West, duh. I mean, my bad. They clinched the West. And I got the Grizzlies stand 2. I got the Warriors stand 3. That top 3 is really untouchable, so I don't even got to get into it. You've been watching all season long. They're not changing. The 4 through 7 is when it gets interesting. At 4, I have the Mavericks getting that 4th seed. I just genuinely think they figured it out too. And them adding Dinwiddie is just like a culture shift. Everything shifted. And he comes off the bench willingly like that. Their guard play is just great. So I got Dallas getting 4th seed.
And they got Brunson, who's also solid.
Right, and he starts though. He starts at 2. Him and Luka playing.
Yeah, Brunson hard.
Yeah, Brunson nice. 5th seed, I have.
Don't give the Warriors no cop out. Give them a hard test.
5th seed, I have the Jazz. I got a Jazz stand in the top 5. 6th seed, it's gonna be the Nuggets. I don't think it's a chance that the Timberwolves jump them, even though they're super close. I think the Nuggets, that'll tell me everything I need to know about Golden State though, if they play the Nuggets first round. However, it'll be a good test for them, but it's not a full test if they don't have Jamal Murray or Michael Porter. If they get at least one of those guys back, so I think they got a chance for both of them to come back, right?
I'm not sure.
Michael Porter was supposed to play this week, but he didn't. So I expect him to be back in the G League.
Murray was in the G League not too long. Yeah, so yeah.
But Malone said he's not close to coming back though. So they might not get Murray if they make a deep playoff run. So we'll see.
7 seed. The top 7 not changing either. I'll put that out there. Minnesota stays. So 8th seed, 9th seed, 10th seed. And 11th seed has a chance as well. So give me the Clippers at 8. I don't think that changes. 9th seed, honestly, I think the Pelicans can get it. And 10th seed, I had the Lakers. If the Pelicans get that 9th seed, and they get that play-in game in New Orleans,
you know,
I'll be there. I'm gonna try my hardest to be there. I'm excited to see but tonight's game will tell me everything I need to know. That Pelicans Lakers game tonight, it'll tell me everything I need to know. Because if it's close, it's close. But if we can't stop LeBron, he really just destroys us. Like I kind of like Like I think they'll probably put Herbert Jones on him, and then Bi not playing either. So honestly, I got the Lakers winning tonight.
He's probable tonight.
Oh, you've been sitting out for this game?
They say after a 10-game absence, he's probable.
I didn't even know y'all was a game and a half behind them.
Yeah, we caught a game and a half behind them. They've been losing. We've been winning a little bit. And then the Spurs also right there, a game back from us, and they beat us yesterday. So
all right, play in. Who you got?
Play in. Give me the game again. There's another home. Whoever gets the home game wins in the 9 and 10. That's how it's gonna go. But I said the Pelicans get it. So go ahead, give me it. It'll hurt my heart to see LeBron lose there in the play. Matter of fact, give me the Lakers. Man. I can't. The Pelicans not playing for nothing. I know we're not going nowhere. I'll take the Lakers winning the play-in. And then they'll play the loser 7 and 8, which I wholeheartedly think will be the Clippers. And you get the battle of LA for the last spot in the playoffs.
And who you got winning?
Lakers lost all 4 this year, so I don't think you beat the team 5 straight times.
All right.
Bro, can I ask you a quick question?
Give me the Lakers getting the AC, playing Phoenix again, and getting gentlemen swept.
Talk to me, JB. What's your question?
What would you think about a player who averaged like 30, probably had like 8 assists, probably about like 7, 8 rebounds, and this team was the 10th seed? Like, what would you say to that? Or the 9th seed, matter of fact. Like, what would you say?
The team is bad, but the bad player is producing.
The team is bad, but this guy's supposed to be the GOAT, though. Like, he's supposed to be able to carry everybody. So he can carry trash, and we just seen it.
Well, when we add context to it, and he's in his 19th year.
37.
Yeah, but it's the GOAT we talking about.
Go look up your GOAT stats at 37 and get back to me and let me know what they were doing at 37. Gambling and drinking cognac at the Harris Casino.
Hold on, wait. Don't act like Lobos don't be in LeBron hand courtside now. Every event he got that tequila going.
That's called branding. Marketing genius.
But he's sipping that though. But I'm gonna just let that be. I'm gonna let that be where it is. I know Brew got that coming down later down the pipeline. So.
Yes, sir. We'll discuss. All right. My predictions. Suns won. I'm going to a postseason game. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm going there. 2 Grizzlies. They've been playing stellar. The best thing about them is like their team chemistry. Like post game, they always like yo. 3 Warriors. They missing Steph. Steph be at the Chase Center while the Warriors struggling on the East Coast.
Chill out.
But B made a good point. Jordan Poole's a dog, so we'll see what they do. 4 Mavericks. 5 have the Nuggets being the 5th seed. It will be a battle of the European stars between Jokic and Luka. I think that series will be fun. 6 Jazz. I think the Warriors will beat them in gentlemen sweep 5 games. 7. For the playing game too. With this all included, I have 7 Timberwolves. I just think 8, 9, 10 just can't compete with them as of today. If Paul George and Kawhi were to come back, I would lean towards the Clippers, but I don't know when they're coming back. So give me the Wolves. 9, 10 Pelicans, Lakers. Give me the Lakers. Then battle LA, like Cuz said. I'm going with the Clippers. The Clippers just have Reggie Jackson just turned different when he played the Lakers. So
you think they lose to the same team 5 straight times in one season?
Yes. Yes, sir. That's crazy, but the Lakers are that bad. It's horrible. All right.
Brody just got to get it going.
Well, the last couple of games, he's been playing good. Hold on. No.
That's what I'm saying. He just got to get it going, though.
But if AD comes back, though, I think that changes things. I do have the Lakers being the AFC if Anthony Davis comes back and stays healthy.
Mm-hmm.
What you saying, JB?
That's too much for him to do, man. Why you putting all that pressure on that dude?
Hey,
he gonna break his. I don't know what. I hope he don't break nothing. I want to see him be great, but he got to put. What he eating? In-N-Out burger? Like, bro, just take care of your body, bro.
Facts. Anything NBA before we move on? Do you guys want to point out before we move on? to the National Football League?
Anything about
The
basketball?
Warriors win.
To the Warriors
I
winning the
think
West?
the Warriors gonna come out the West.
Oh,
I got
Give
the
me
Warriors coming out the West.
JB,
All
give
day,
me all a
baby.
teaser.
All
Little
day,
teaser.
baby. All day.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. We're moving on. National Football League, baby. A lot of trades happened this offseason after the Rams won the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna go down the list. You can Google's free, as you know. So we're gonna give you guys our best NFL free agency or offseason transaction move. It could be free agent move, trades, release, anything that shocked us and we thought was the best for that organization. We're gonna keep with the theme going. JB, kick us off.
Man, you already know how I'm standing, bro. Thomas Edward Brady unretiring and coming back to the Tampa Bay Bucks was the best and most shocking news of the offseason. Just right back in the fold to win the third championship and step on everybody that's in the NFC South. That's how I'm coming. I ain't got nothing else to speak on. I ain't got nothing else to say. I want to say it to your face like a man so you feel what I'm saying.
Carter.
Y'all got the floor.
What's the question? I ignore nonsense.
Best NFL offseason move. It could be trade, re-signing, unretiring, retirement, cut, anything you thought was the best move for that team or player.
The best move.
We could come back to you if you need time.
I'll have to go with dang, buddy. The best move was the Raiders trading for the best wide receiver in the NFL, Devontae Adams.
Yes, sir.
Because it's Devontae Adams.
Yes, sir.
I also think, however, I think the best overall offseason goes to the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yes, sir.
As a whole.
Yes, sir. I was gonna say that too.
And why is that?
The Chargers?
Yeah.
Because they added a top 5 corner in the league and they added a top 5 pass rusher in the league when they already have one of the top 10 pass rusher in the league. And they already have one of the other top 5. So now you have 2 of the top 10 pass rushers along with one of the best corners in the league. And he had the most pick sixes in the league last season, along with re-signing your wide receiver. You added a tight end, Gerald Everett. You lost a couple players on your line, but your line's not bad. Your quarterback's coming off a career year, even though it was year 2, but it was crazy. And then you got somebody else they added. I think it was a linebacker. But
you already said Khalil Mack, right?
Yeah, he said it.
Okay.
So I'm like, you got and your defense is intact. Oh, your rookie's coming off a good year at corner. That's one of the few teams I'll be like, where's the hole? I'm assuming it's the O-line or the linebacking core, but
you'll be surprised.
That ain't a bad hole. That ain't a bad hole to have.
You'll be surprised that the hole is the coaching.
Oh yeah. But the coaching cost in the playoffs last year.
Facts. B. What about you? Are you agreeing with cut?
I'm gonna say, the AFC West in general, they all upgraded in ways. Broncos getting Russell. That's gonna set the tone on the offense. That's all they've been missing. Like we said that year, bro, with the Drew Lock situation. He just had to show us what he was gonna do that year, and he didn't do it with the weapons that he have. So with Russell there, Judy is gonna have a career year. Cortland Sutton gonna have a career year. Tim Patrick gonna have a career year. And Javonte Williams is gonna have a breakout season this year, in my opinion. And then the Chargers, like you said, Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson, as that team as a whole upgraded, is going to open up a lot more for that team. And hopefully they can win games and get into the playoffs and hopefully not have that season where they lose games off fluke situations. And the Raiders, of course, with Devontae, let's upgrade on offense. Him and Renfro, to me, 2 best route runners in the league up there. Yes. And with Waller. So yeah, DC gonna have a career year with Josh McDaniels, the head coach. And another one, to me, with Matt Ryan going to the coach, I feel like the offense is going to be better, and Indianapolis is going to be better. He put himself in a great situation going to the coach.
Sure. For me, team-wise, I think the Cincinnati Bengals just quietly building the offensive line, grabbing Lyle Collins from the Cowboys and getting Alex Kappa from the Buccaneers just to protect Joe Burrow. I just think after that impressive playoff run, I think ownership and management wants to support this team, and the weakness of that team was the offensive line. So they're going to try to revamp it, similar to what the Chiefs did after their Super Bowl loss, and they were pretty good protecting Patrick Mahomes last year, and I think the Bengals will do that as well. Why are you pointing up a 3 at me, JB?
Because they're going to finish third in the division despite all of that.
And
just letting you know, bro. Just giving you insight.
Before I touch that, and my other move would be just the AFC conference as a whole. It used to be, I feel like the NFC, growing up, the NFC was the best conference, better conference than AFC, but now most of the best quarterback talent is on the AFC, along with some of the best receiving threats and the best defenses. So I think it's gonna be so fun to watch the AFC.
This year gonna be fun this year.
Yeah, AFC West has 4 teams. I think the AFC East has two and a maybe team. We'll see what the Dolphins does. Yeah. And if Bill Belichick always has a mastermind defensive plan. AFC North, all those teams can be viable, and missing one. AFC West, that's to the West. South, I think Tennessee and Indy, and possibly the Jaguars, and they went on a spending spree this offseason. AFC is gonna be fun to watch, and I think when we see a lot more televised AFC games than NFC games this upcoming year. JB, for a little quick aside, let's not spend too much time on this. Why do you have the Bengals as a 3rd seed after their impressive playoff run last year?
Because they have the 3rd best quarterback in the division. I think the Ravens will win this division. Not with ease, but I think they'll win. And I also think the Browns will be better than the Bengals as well. Those teams just have, proven elite quarterback play. I believe in them more than I believe in the Bengals, if I'm going to just keep it a beam with you.
Okay. Just asking. The NFL draft is approaching next month in April. Just want to hear you guys' best prospect on offense and defense ahead of the NFL draft before we head into music by Cut Carter.
My best prospect is Malik Willis, my boy. Yeah, dog. Boy. He about to come in the league. He about to show like he's a top quarterback in this draft. To me, he has abilities that teams will need. He'll bring that right leadership in the locker room, that good energy, And I just feel like he's going to be a top prospect on that offensive side. And on defense, I'm going to say that big boy from Georgia, Jordan Davis.
Yep.
Jordan Davis. Big boy was moving in the combine. So I feel like, shoot, if he could get on the team at his size and he moving like that, he going to be tough to guard. What
about you, Cut?
Offensively, I think Malik is the best quarterback in the draft. Yes, but the best player in the draft on the offensive side of the ball. Dang. It's not like to me, it don't stand out like it usually do.
You're right.
It's not like it's him. I can't really do that this year. But if I have to pick, I'll go with that offensive lineman. Center.
From what college?
Iowa.
Okay. Oh, I got you.
Tyler Linderbaum.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Linderbaum.
Yeah, I think he might be like the real deal. Like kind of how that center the Chiefs drafted was.
Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, he's like of that cloth. So I know people don't really. It's not the flashy pick, but I think just to say it's a skill position, just because it's kind of corny. And then defensively, I'm going with the DBs. I still think Stingley got a lot left, but if you don't like Stingley, you better like Sauce. 'Cause Sauce is good, really good. Like lockdown, Marshawn Lattimore, AJ Terrell, all pro good. Sauce.
Did not allow a touchdown in his collegiate career. It's impressive. JB.
Good Lord. So, man, yeah, my bad. That really caught me off guard, bro. His whole career?
His whole collegiate career did not allow a touchdown. Even against Bama in the playoff game, did not allow a touchdown.
That's crazy. So, man, what I'm going to go, I've been battling between, they play for the same team, but if I had to pick the two best offensive draft prospects, it would be between Jamison Williams, that plays for Alabama, and that the offensive tackle that they have, Evan Neal. We all know Alabama players, except for at the quarterback position, are NFL ready. And I think that both of them guys really, the tape will speak for itself, man. But I'm gonna go with Jamison Williams. Even off the ACL, that guy was electric, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think he's gonna do great things if he can get to the right team. ACLs ain't really nothing. That's a common injury now, and the surgery for that is light years ahead of where it used to be. So, I don't even see that as a knock. Physical guy, he'll block, run routes. I think it's him. Defensively, even with Sauce not allowing a touchdown in his collegiate career, I got Kyle Hamilton. Nobody covers sideline to sideline like this guy from Notre Dame. I need it. Hopefully, there's a lot of people sleeping in the draft, and we can get them. We need that.
That's a top 10
Top 5 pick. He like that too, but I don't know. Safety is good, but corner is. I think your corners, you got to build with your corners. Your safety could be good, and your corner sucking, and you still. I mean, look at the Chiefs. Look at the Steelers.
You could have a guy biting on a tight end hitch route when he's supposed to be over the top over one of the best receivers in the league. But, safety play.
Hey,
Anyway.
I would say my picks, but I think Jalen he took both mine. Offensively, I had Jameson Williams as well. I think on the college football, if he didn't get hurt against UGA, I think Bama wins that game. Just when he got out. When he got out, the whole dynamic and trust and just repertoire that Bryce Young had with the receivers were gone. So I think Jameson Williams would be still in this draft. And I think he would have possibly been a top 12 pick if the ACL injury didn't happen. But with it, I think teams are going to sleep on him a bit. And defensively, as Jalen said, Kyle Hamilton I think he's the best defensive player in the draft. And no one mentioned defensive lineman, Hutchinson or Thibodeau, but I just feel the way Hamilton played at Notre Dame, which is he was outstanding. So those are my two on both sides of the ball.
I'm gonna go ahead and go on record and say Aiden gonna be a bust.
That's what I was gonna say too, bro. I feel like Aiden gonna be a flop, bro. That's why I ain't mention him. I mean,
I think it's gonna be a flop.
I just don't think, cause I mean, in the game when they was playing Georgia, he wasn't effective. He couldn't get past plays like that. Like he only was doing that against them other schools. Like that's sweet. You know what I'm saying? That they ain't really have the good linemen, like, cause Georgia is a NFL pro ready team. So it's like he get into the league, he not about to be doing all that.
I feel like whenever
I know the best
seven play.
Wait, JB, go ahead and cut.
Seven play, bro. When you start going against conference, when you want to compare conference versus conference, I feel like the offensive lineman versus the front seven is going to tell you everything. I feel like that means a lot. And when you can't beat like your offensive lineman, like that tell me everything I need to know about you as a pass rusher, because it's going to matter who you lined up against. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's gonna be able to match up and really have the strength or speed to deal with those guys coming off the edge. I mean, those tackles. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Really don't.
I mean, he coming out of college, so he got room to improve. However, I will say the best pass rusher in the draft is from Oregon anyway. I don't know why the debate started.
Yeah.
I give you that. He is better than dude.
He's gonna be
politics.
Good.
I think because Thibodeau missed some time this season.
He missed a lot of games, but it's like that's the thing about college. The way stuff go, your stock go up based off riding the hot hand, and that don't always turn out to be what you think it is. Like I know the Georgia guys gonna be the most drafted guys this year. Georgia's gonna have the most guys drafted, and Alabama will probably be second. But again, that don't equal production. And Michigan guys always tend to get drafted, but I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of. It's only a select few of guys I've seen.
The last one was like Jabril, I think, like Jabril Peppers.
His career wasn't all that cracked out to be. That's what I'm saying. Like
Caesar Ruiz,
they get drafted. Yeah, moving. Yeah, just when I go looking for prospects, I don't know. Michigan.
Nakobe Dean gonna be a dog. Nakobe Dean gonna be a dog.
Yeah, Michigan. I think Michigan gets people drafted off of how far they went this year, which was this was their best season, making it to the third or fourth spot in the playoffs. That's your ceiling. That's what you rank up against. And then on top of that, I think they get a lot of players drafted because of Harbaugh and him being a former NFL coach that they think, oh, well, he got him, he gonna get him ready. But
the last notable Michigan players that were drafted, Kwity Paye went to the Colts in the first round last year. Ambry Thomas from the Niners, he played great down the stretch for them last season.
What position
he plays corner.
Yeah, he's good.
2020 Ruiz, we're skipping that. Devin Bush in 2019.
He's good.
Rashawn Gary from the Packers. Chase Winovich to the Patriots.
Okay, so let me apologize. I was wrong a little bit.
Yeah.
And it had Jordan Lewis and Taco Charlton in 2017.
Okay, well, Taco was a bust.
That was his name.
His name is popular, but so I say I stand corrected. Some guys that come out of there are good, but I think the drafts and the scouts need to do a little more dig a little bit deeper. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, it's gonna be them 4th, 5th round picks. That's gonna be dogs, man. I ain't even tripping on that.
Got the most to prove, man. Lord have mercy, just let us get Jordan Davis. We need to replace Sue. We need Vita and him in the middle. Over with.
All right. And later, of course, in April, May, we're giving our NFL predictions, best coaching hire, things like that, since we missed those. So, but Carter, music time, baby.
So we're taking it to music. We're not doing top 5 anymore. We're changing it up. So no more top 5.
Rest in peace.
We'll probably bring it back eventually. We'll probably bring it back in different forms. But right now, we're just doing a top 3. So we're doing a top 3 artist, song, and project that's out right now that just has you.
So one song, one artist, one project.
Yes, because I don't like coming on here and just giving you a list of all the stuff that dropped, because honestly, you know what dropped if you listen to it, or if you wanted to listen to it, you would know. So I started off actually. Usually I go last, but I know I just sprung this upon them. So artists, I'm gonna go with the number 1 artist in the world right now with the number 1 album, Lil Durk. The album. It just keeps growing on me. And I keep finding myself singing, oh my God, we're having the virgin. Every day. All day. It's a hit. It's a certified hit. And then a song out right now that I think everybody should listen to, because I've been listening to it. But listen to the remix now, because they got the remix. It's by Rob 49 called Vulture Island. The remix featuring Lil Baby. He's a new artist out of New Orleans. He came on the scene in the last 3 years. He's the chosen one. He's the new saving grace of New Orleans. It's almost like he's the new Lil Wayne. He's the He's the front runner of the city. He's the face of the city.
Wow.
He got the city popping again. He had Lil Baby in the projects with him, and nobody got robbed, nobody fought, nobody got touched. He had everybody out there middle of the day, 3:00 on a Monday for a video shoot. Video out now as well. So I'm gonna shout him out in that song out, Vulture Island, V2 for version 2. And as far as the project goes, I've really been listening to Buckles Laboratories presents the Intermission EP by Mariah the Scientist. I'm a big fan of hers. I think she has a great pen. And my favorite tracks on there are Only Human and Spread Thin. Those are 2 out of 4. It's a 4-pack. But those 2 are really, really good songs. And yeah, that's my big 3 right now.
Big 3. Lil
Sure.
B. What's your big 3, man?
My number 1 is an artist called Yeet. Been blasting his album right now. Up and coming underground artist. Got a concert on the 21st. I'm gonna go to that thing, see how it goes. But the album right now is just, like raw star vibes. If you on a turn up vibe, just get into a little, get you a little bop, in the head, just vibing, turning up, mosh pit, all that, boom. Number 2, I'm still listening to Gunna album. It's a solid album. I'm still rocking that album. So far ahead, Empire is still one. Good song, great song. 3rd, I'm still listening to Easy, with Kanye West in the game, Solid song, beat, tremendous. And the verses was just hard on both ends to me. That's my 3 right now.
Big 3. JB, on you.
Big 3.
Man. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with song. Song that I've been bumping and I advise everyone to listen to. Back of the Rolls by Big 30. The energy of that song goes insane. And also check out the project too, man. The project was dope for sure. In terms of artists, man, I can't even be no hater for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Dirk on right now. Dirk is on right now, man, and it's well deserved. 7220 is a solid project, looking to see how it was gonna age down the road though. But what happened to Virgil is definitely a hit, also with Golden Child and all that. But in terms of artists, not artists, what am I on? Album. I will go ahead, man, switch gears. Y'all go listen to that Lucky Day Candy Drip album, you feel me? Something you can enjoy with your lady or whatnot, some vibes. You just, you might be vacuuming in the crib or something. Just throw that on real quick, man. I think that's one of the best R&B artists out in the game. You know what I'm saying? He from my boy hometown in New Orleans. New Orleans got a lot going on, so show some love to that man.
You gonna stop dissing the city?
I was never dissing the city. I love the city. I'll be back from Mardi Gras. It's the team, football team within that city.
For me, album, I would say What It Means to Be King, the Posthumous album from King Von. I really think, even though you know how we feel, we talked about this about posthumous albums. I think these songs just illustrate how much he was like going to be, how he was growing as an artist. And I think 1 through 9, in my opinion, he didn't miss on there. I don't know if the features were already there or they just placed
this album better than Dirt.
I think that's an argument to be made, but I really like this album. My favorite joint off there is FaceTime featuring G Herbo. And I also would like to point out G Herbo has really been a future king in this last year. And I wasn't a big fan of G Herbo, but his features on Who Wants Smoke, FaceTime, Op Party with Doughboy, I think he's grown on me as an artist.
And the song on Gunna album.
Yep.
I don't know that girl.
Speaking of artists, look out for his project should be released in the next month. Pusha T, he dropped Diet Coke and Hear Me Clearly, his 2 singles, which may be on the album. I think that Charlamagne the God said on the Breakfast Club that the album is good, so I'm looking forward to that. possibly even better than Daytona. It's supposed to feature more songs than Daytona as well. So
You
looking
listening
forward
to
to
Charlamagne?
no, just a little clip I saw on social. You feel me? And song, man, song hard. Future Worst Day. I think he released it on February 11th. Worst Day by Future. I think people think Future is falling off. I ain't one of those people, but I do enjoy that song. And I just play it and just singing it like Valentine's Day, the worst day. Got too many to please. So Worst Day by Future. Check that song out for those people who's dealing with some heartaches with love on that lovely holiday as Valentine's Day.
The biggest.
And I think that's it, guys. Anything else? There news breaking? Kansas just beat Miami.
What about the NCAA games? I got St. Peter's going all the way.
All right, before we end, we're going to give you guys our sports predictions for the month of April. B, you kick it off.
Hey, who St. Peter's play?
They play North Carolina today.
Yeah, I got them beating North Carolina. I want them going against Duke in the Final Four.
They're on the same side as Duke, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, they'll play each other next if they beat North Carolina.
But I want them to go all the way. Even though I do want Coach K to go all the way, but it's something about this St. Peter team that just they got that grit.
You know where St. Peter's located.
You hear me?
Don't.
What, New Jersey? New Jersey, right? New Jersey, right? New Jersey, right? I'm right.
I don't know where it's located, bro.
Yes, sir. CC Lee. See, I knew where they was. But yeah, they grit. Like they scrappy, they tough, they physical. They gonna get at you. They ain't scared of nothing. Like the coach said, he got boys from New York and New Jersey. They not scared of nothing. And I love the energy he bringing to the table.
That coach is also a former McDonald's All-American from 1996.
And played with Kobe. I know.
And one MVP.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Cut? Sports predictions for the month of April.
Sports prediction for the month of April. The Warriors get bounced second round in the playoffs.
Oh, why you got to be that guy, bro?
Hey, I wish you would took it further and said first round, but I still respect it.
Nah, I can't. I don't.
Why you got to be that guy, bro?
I'm just saying they're good. I like them. Some of them.
We might have to bet on that.
They're likable. I don't have a problem with them. I just don't. The West.
So, I mean, who you see them seeing in the second round for them to get bounced?
Memphis.
They the third seed, so they will play the first. They will play
Memphis or Timberwolves.
1 and 8 play 4 and 5, and 7 play 3 and 6.
So Memphis or Timberwolves by your prediction.
Memphis got their numbers, so I don't even feel bad saying that.
In the regular
season. They beat them in the play-in last year.
The play-in too. They sent them boys home.
Listen,
I used to sending them boys home.
I know Memphis give us problems, but listen, come playoff time, you're getting game this play.
Memphis has gotten better because Bane last year to Bane now is.
They have a lot of players that.
Jaren Jackson last year to Jaren Jackson now is. They just hitting that.
And we got shooters. They not having more shooters than us.
You're not better than Jordan Poole.
Not better than Jordan Poole.
Desmond Bane is better than Jordan Poole.
No, he's not.
All right, we're not.
Desmond Bane got a burn. Okay, we ain't got to get
into this.
We will get into it later.
We don't got to do this.
There's a reason.
JB, Jordan Poole last 10 games, he's over 20 points. Come on,
JB, what is your sports prediction for the month of April?
Go ahead and show my favorite coach, one of my favorite college coaches of all time, some love. I think Coach K is going to win the Natty this year, going out in spectacular fashion.
Say what, Cut?
Did you put that on your bracket?
I sure did not. I had Kansas winning it because Bills. To be honest, three of these four squads that I think going to be in the Final Four. These some of my favorite coaches like Bill Self, Jay Wright, and also Coach K. But man, I think Duke caught fire at the right time. But them boys playing great basketball out there. Along with Kansas, it's gonna be a battle though. But I don't know who's gonna win between Kansas and Villanova. But yeah, I think the battle between them two is gonna really weigh on them. Because I think Duke is going to beat whoever comes out, whether it's St. Peter's or North Carolina. They're going to beat them in spectacular fashion. So, yeah.
In New Orleans.
That's what I'm saying. Look.
504.
We showing the city some love, man. Show the city some love, bro. Tell them where they need to go eat if they go into the city, man. Tell the people where we should go eat. No,
Morals.
All right. I would recommend Morals. It's a black-owned spot. Okay, go on there and check it out.
Nah, I had to mess with them because this Final Four was Gonzaga, Baylor, Houston, Kansas. So, but I can't talk too much because mine was Duke, Baylor, Tennessee, Auburn. But I got Duke winning it all. He got Kansas winning it all. So I guess we'll see.
And Kansas just advanced, sir. For me, my sports prediction: take a little veer off the road. Shout out WWE wrestling. WrestleMania is this weekend. Upcoming. Yes, sir. WrestleMania is this weekend. Roman Reigns.
I was trying to say because I saw a belt. They had a belt set up in Dallas when I was there because I didn't realize it was there. So when I was out there, I was like, why do you got a big old SmackDown WWE championship in the middle
in Dallas.
Is AEW a part of that, bro?
Different promotion.
Oh, I just asked. I ain't know.
Oh, nah, it's cool. Oh, yeah, WrestleMania this weekend. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, champion versus champion. Give me Roman Reigns for the win. We also got Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte. Give me Charlotte. And Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, black woman, for you guys, if you didn't know that. Have Bianca Belair winning as well. So check out WrestleMania if you don't. Tap into WrestleMania if you forgot about wrestling. Should be a good match, but if it's not, don't watch it, Is there any news breaking?
I also want to give a shout out to my special lady. Happy birthday. Her birthday's coming up.
Happy birthday.
So, shout out.
Happy birthday, special lady.
Yeah. She know her name. Y'all know her name. Just not saying her name.
Happy birthday.
Happy wife, happy life.
They ain't got to be all in your bed.
Private life, happy life. What'd you say?
Yeah, man. Go ahead, boy. I'm happy for you, bro. My fault. Just a little.
About time you got that smile on your face. Oh, that's used to be a grunt.
That boy he didn't smile his whole entire time more than he didn't smiled in his whole entire life.
Right.
It's good to see. We love to see our brothers happy, man. Congrats, brother. Congrats.
And well, I like to say that I'm glad that the podcast is back doing what you guys. We're gonna try to do this twice a month at least. Give some time for sports news to break and things like that. So be on the lookout for that next month. But this is it. We'll see you guys next time. This will conclude episode 10. Was it 108 or 109? Let me check. 109. Season 2 of the PACT Life Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I gotta remember my speech. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're Ability on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Follow us at PACT Life Pod or PACT Life Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Today, I was joined here today with the bass guy, Lil B.
Sir, we out.
My brother, Carter.
Cutthroat.
And JB, Pat JB.
Sir, glad to be back, man. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. And I'm your host, Bruiser Carter. Thank you for tuning in, tapping in with us. When we will see you guys next time. We out of here.
New PACT Life.